I'm sliding with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. Put the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Yeah. Run up in this mansion. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The Panthers kicker, Graham Gano, set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Mike, 180. Mike's by 4. I got you. I got you.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike, 54. Quit talking about it. Check your hot read.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 9-yard line.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Mike 780. Mike 54. Let's go. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football.
Let's go.
Right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the auspicious beginning of the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Given 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Better bring it.
Now Gardner will hand this one to Gurley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
I know you felt that one.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Tonight. Line 20. 54. Get ready. Get ready. Horrible. Mike's 5'4".
Hey, Foxtrot.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out.
Put on that ball.
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Newton now to throw. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
180. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike 33.
54. Mike 54. Bandit. Shoot.
8.
They'll try to run for it on first and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Newton now to throw. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown.
Touchdown, baby, yeah.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. First, do no harm, and right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. These two teams squaring off here in week 1. You might remember they used to be in that old NFC West division together from 1995 to 2001. The Falcons, Saints, and 49ers were also in there with the Rams and Panthers. And the Panthers recently, they dominated this series. They've won 6 of the last 7. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Try to get it to Woods. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Well, following the interception, here's Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
20.
Go. Shift. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Here's Newton. Quick slant by Moore. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player is just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made it, Nate. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Corey Littleton coming in and dropping for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And this one is right down the middle. We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest made field goal in the NFL last year, 63 yards to beat the Giants in Week 4. That was the longest game winner in NFL history, and he converts from long here again. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 15-0 here already, needing to jumpstart this offense. 1st and 10. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down.
120.
59.
Right here, right here.
Los Angeles.
On first down, gone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, L.A. DJ Chark, 61 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Intended for Chris Manhurst. It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch 54. Watch the pass.
The throw left side complete to Hogan. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. As they got it facing 3rd and a yard.
Check. 64. Weak. Check hot route. Hot.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will bump the lead up to 11. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this is not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now, 2nd down, this is Gurley.
It's run.
He'll have a first down past the 40.
Keep playing hard.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come on 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from. Sponge.
Great.
Watch the edge.
Newton on 3rd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Newton now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Cam's going to run the option right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
They got it there on the option play for a loss. Newton has the hook up here to Hogan. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26.
Gun.
I got you. Check safety.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. His throw incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on the first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Right there, 54 Mike. You don't want this. Kill.
Hey!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He'll buy some time. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep it up so they can throw the football.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Sharks got it, left side. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Take it. Check.
12.
Now it's gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
We go tonight. White 20.
54. Mike, 54.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Kill.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
That's it, baby.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 37. Check 37.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. See, it didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Gun.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
From the gun, here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Mike's 5-4.
Come on, D. Kill.
8.
Turn it out. Switch.
Out of the gun, Newton. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep is DJ Chark.
Let's go, baby.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, what do you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Shut down. Motion.
Goff now to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Super.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Bound to lose one.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hekker, on to punt for the Rams. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. On is the punter, Hekker, as he gets this one away. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Newton to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Newton now 12 of 15, throwing the ball 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You don't want no problem from me.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it in.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Cam Newton all alone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. We mentioned before, Cam, the all-time leader in rushing TDs by a quarterback, so everyone he gets from here on out for the rest of his career just adding to that lead.
So what you're saying is that if you're a young kid who wants to play quarterback in the NFL, and that's the record you're shooting for,
good luck.
You're going to have some work to do, aren't you?
By the time he's done, he might have double a second-place guy. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
20.
Play action. It's Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check tight. Wide. Get wide. Check.
20.
Check.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Right there, 54 miles. Watch the slam.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on this guy's shoes.
Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I want that. Give me that ball. Hey! Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Throwing that 3rd down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
They can't stop
Samson Abukum coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Last year for Everett, just 33 catches, 2 touchdowns, but he really has a chance to cement himself as a top tight end in this offense. People around the organization said he had a really good offseason, and he's ready to make that next step. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play, 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
Stop your whining.
Out of the gun. Goff. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Yeah.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. And that only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. That's Samuel caught left side. 20. Touchdown, Carolina.
Oh, yeah,
Curtis Samuel,
that's how you score.
48 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
Now Goff on first down.
Give me something. Give me something.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You can't block me.
From the gun, here's Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. Over the middle, hauled in by play sharp. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance. Carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
58, Mike. Great.
You don't want none.
At the 41-yard line.
Check 24. Check 24.
8.
Check.
From the 41, Newton. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
You got tight right there.
From the gun, Newton, and the pressure gets to him again. Clay Matthews able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Here we go. White 20.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 36. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
58, come on. Here it comes, here it comes.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
Mike, 58, 58 for Mike. Target
26-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Slam, slam, slam.
Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's put that team on a bus. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
Gun, gun.
They turn to Scarlett again, and the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First down, Los Angeles.
Check three, check three, check three.
Ric Flair.
Motion.
On 1st down, gone. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, 38 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Let's get that ball.
11. 11.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch that.
Back to throw. Gone. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets him back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really, the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
To throw on third down. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On 1st and 10, gone. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams have taken the lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Samson Abukum picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check, crunch.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Right there. 50, hot 7. 54, Mike.
Y'all not ready?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Samson Abukum in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do, D.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Big Ed.
20. 8.
Jam. Slam.
Now it's Newton. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be 4th down.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's get that ball. Check 26.
Watch that.
They snap it to Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They defer to Brown to start the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Crunch time, defense.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. It's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Los Angeles, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.